I'm so glad we got to have our scrambled eggs, especially after last week's Stinky, and I have to say they were delicious. Oh, it's the Poppets. Hello, my dear Poppets, mums and dads, and welcome back to Story Time once again. Well, Stinky and I have just had a very, very long lunch. We had scrambled eggs on toast at long last, because if you remember last time I spoke to you, Stinky and I went out to get some fresh hen's eggs from our lovely hen house in the back garden, and when we opened the door we found broken eggs and egg yolk all over the ground and some feathers. A very sneaky foxy Loxy had got into our hen house, and unfortunately he'd eaten all of our delicious eggs, so we weren't able to have any. It was terrible, wasn't it, Stinky? Yes, it was, and we do like scrambled eggs on toast, but fortunately for us we have put a lovely fence around the hen house, so there's plenty of room for the hens to wander around and to scratch for worms and insects and all those sorts of things, but it's high enough to keep out that dreadful fox. And we gathered some eggs this morning and we had scrambled eggs on toast for lunch, and they were delicious, I have to say, with just a little bit of salt and pepper. Well, speaking of hens and nests and chickens, we have a wonderful story time cake here with a very large Easter egg in a nest on top there, with some lovely little bunnies on the front and some feathers there in the nest. And today's story is called Hattie and the Fox. And thank you, Stinky dear. This does look like a good one, I have to say. Well, Stinky, you get comfy, dear, and we'll crack on with today's story, all right then? Yes, good boy. Yes, they were delicious scrambled eggs on toast. I do like that very much. Very, very tasty. And here we go, my dear Poppets. Hattie was a big black hen. One morning she looked up and said, "Goodness gracious me, I can see a nose in the bushes." Well, there's Hattie there, a lovely black hen, and she can see a nose poking out of the bushes. I wonder who it could be. Who do you think's hiding in the bushes there? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. "Good grief," said the goose. "Well, well, well," said the pig. Well, there's the goose there, and there's a lovely pink pig there. He doesn't look very amused at all, I have to say. I suppose they're wondering who it is in the bushes, with just the tip of the nose poking out. Yes, I wonder who it could be. "Who cares?" said the sheep. "So what?" said the horse. "What next?" said the cow. Well, what a bunch of rude farmyard animals they are. They couldn't care less. They're not curious, they're not interested who's hiding in the bushes. But Hattie is. Yes, they're not bothered at all. And Hattie said, "Goodness gracious me, I can see a nose and two eyes in the bushes." And there's Hattie there having a closer look. I wonder who it could be. Yes, I don't know. What sort of animal likes to hide in bushes? Perhaps one that likes to sneak about. Yes, they can hide in the bush. "Good grief," said the goose. "Well, well," said the pig. "Who cares?" said the sheep. "So what?" said the horse. "What next?" said the cow. And there they are, all the farm animals there together. And they're not interested, as I said before, about who is hiding in the bushes. Well, I can tell you I'm very interested. I want to know who's hiding in the bush there. And Hattie said, "Goodness gracious me, I can see a nose, two eyes and two ears in the bushes." Well, my dear Poppets, I think I might have a bit of a clue. I think I might know who it is in the bushes. Who do you think's hiding there? What's that? You think it's someone with a bushy tail? Well, perhaps it very well could be an animal with a bushy tail. "Good grief," said the goose. "Well, well," said the pig. "Who cares?" said the sheep. "So what?" said the horse. "What next?" said the cow. And there they are again, all together, carrying on about they couldn't care less who's in the bushes. All of them there, the pig and the goose and the cow. And Hattie said, "Goodness gracious me, I can see a nose, 2 eyes, 2 ears and 2 legs in the bushes." And now, my dear Poppets, we can see who it is. I do believe it's a fox, and a fox that looks rather hungry to me. Yes, I'm sure he'd love to have chicken for lunch. Yes, they do like chickens. "Good grief," said the goose. "Well, well," said the pig. "Who cares," said the sheep. "So what," said the horse. "What next," said the cow. And there they all are again together. Silly animals that they are. They couldn't care less about the fox. But I think Hattie looks a little bit nervous to me. And Hattie said, "Goodness gracious me, I can see a nose, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 legs and a body in the bushes." And there's Hattie there, my dear Poppets. And she's starting to panic now, and she's got all her wings spread out wide, flapping away. She's very, very nervous indeed, because she knows that foxes like to eat chickens. "Good grief," said the goose. "Well, well," said the pig. "Who cares," said the sheep. "So what," said the horse. "What next," said the cow. Yes, well, we would expect them to say that, because they've said that many times before, that they do not care. Yes. "Oh no," said the goose. "Dear me," said the pig. "Oh dear," said the sheep. "Oh help," said the horse. Well, now they're starting to panic. They finally realised it's a fox, and they're starting to feel rather upset, and the panic has set in. Look at that. They're all jumping and leaping about all over the place. Yes, I'd be very worried if I was the goose. But the cow said moo so loudly that the fox was frightened and ran away. Well, the cow let out a great big moo, moo, and the fox is running away. Well, perhaps the cow has saved the day. Let's hope so. Perhaps he has. And they were all so surprised that none of them said anything for a very long time. Well, quietness has fallen on the farmyard, and all the animals now are being very, very quiet. And the fox has run away. The end! And there's a Hattie there on her nest of eggs, safe and sound. And that was called Hattie and the Fox. A wonderful one, I have to say. Yes, and very, very fitting for today. Scrambled eggs on toast. Absolutely delicious. Perhaps you have scrambled eggs on toast, my dear Poppets. Or perhaps you like to have porridge in the morning. That's also very yummy to have. Gives you lots of energy to start the day. Always important to have a very good breakfast. Well, I better have a chat to Stinky. Oh, yes, he's dozing off down here, my dear Poppets. Fast asleep. Stinky, my dear, wake up. Yes. What's that? Has story time come to an end? Yes, I'm afraid it has, Stinky. You missed out on the story, dear. You were fast asleep. You're very, very tired. Yes, well, sometimes when you have a long lunch like that, it does make you a bit sleepy, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Well, my dear Poppets, thank you for tuning in once again for story time. Perhaps you can make a story time cake with a very smart egg in a nest on top, or read a book about Hattie the hen. And as always, my dear ones, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.